Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly Oracle Wisdom. My name is Natalie Sadie. For those of you that are joining me for the very first time, welcome. And we are going to be looking at the energy for this last week in February. We are already coming into March of 2025, which is absolutely crazy. And hello to everybody who is joining us live, both on High Vibe and on YouTube. I love when you're all here with me. So we have Mars direct. We've got a few days before Venus goes retrograde and Mercury goes retrograde. All of these things happening at one time, but let's see what the oracle cards are telling us. So I'm starting with clarifying life situations. I think that's what it is. Clarifying life oracle Mahroukh, because I always love starting with her cards. So the first card out is wide open. The path before you is clear. Your desires and intentions are supported by the universe. No blocks, open path, yes. So first of all, okay, we're going to do this again. What a perfect way to start the reading, knowing or confirming that you are supported by the universe. So any blocks that you choose to see blocking your path are ones that are created by you. Because right now the universe is saying, go for it. I mean, we have all of the planets direct, only for a matter of days, but the reality is at this moment they are. So we should all be going hard in pursuit of what it is that we want to chase down. The second card is wish granted. I mean, this is turning out to be quite a reading. What you've asked for is coming true. Meditate on your desired outcomes to assist in the manifestation process. Miracles, good luck, and prayers. So, I mean, it's almost like we're staring up at the Milky Way and you can see that star right in the middle there. I think the universe is clearly telling us that now is the time to step forward and go for what it is that we desire. And it makes sense with the astrology that we have this week before different planets start retrograding. But let's see. Oh, bad gossip. People are gossiping behind your back. It would be wise to be careful with your actions right now. Bad reputation, enemy, bad talk. I think we live in a world where people are always talking. People always have opinions. People are always writing something online. And the reality is the things that people write online, they would never say to our faces, especially when it's hateful. There are people that don't necessarily like me and feel the need to tell me consistently that they don't like me. But when I've met some of those people in real life, they are lovely and pleasant and sweet and all good things. And it's because people feel that they have almost like a cloak of invisibility or something when they're behind a screen. So this is just a reality of the world that we live in. But always be aware of what people are talking about behind your back. Trust your gut. If you feel that something's off with somebody and something's not right, trust that. And I'm not saying to cut them out. If you choose to do that, that's up to you. But just be aware of what information you're sharing with those people if you're getting a bit of a vibe that they're not necessarily supportive. The other thing is, and it was one of the first things that popped into my head, are you talking badly about people? Are you being the gossip? Because if you are, that's something that maybe you need to take a look at and think about. And I understand it's human nature to sort of talk and catch up on what people in our lives are doing and what they're up to. But there is a difference between catching up and actually gossiping about people and perpetuating the gossip that you've heard. And when you're focused on your path, and especially in these moments where you've got, these sorts of cards coming out, you've got wide open and wish granted. If you're spending your time talking about somebody else, especially if it's gossip and it's not productive or anything good, that's you wasting your energy and focusing on things that aren't for you. So it's something that you need to rein in and focus on yourself versus somebody else. Between worlds, there is one reality that is slowly dying to the one still waiting to be born. Critical stage, the old and the new. So this goes back to those first couple of cards that are coming in. When we have the path wide open, when we have wish granted, and we're moving towards something new, it means generally that we are leaving behind the things that no longer serve us as we step into this newer elevated reality. So just know that if you're feeling a little lost and as if you're in between these two places, that's normal and it's part of the shedding process. And sometimes when you are just moving forward into a new reality and you're moving towards different things, there are people talking in the background. When I was still in Australia and I started doing voice work and just trying to refine how I spoke and have my on camera delivery be a little bit better, there were people that would have a go at me just for how I spoke. Why are you saying it this way? Why are you doing this? Do you think you're better than us? No. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it for my career. I'm doing it because I would like to present as someone who's polished and delivers words well, and that's it. So it's just know that when stuff like that is coming up, it's not always about you. It's about their insecurities. So just keep that in mind. But it's part of that process of shedding the old and stepping into the new. Center stage, you are not meant to be on the sidelines. Let your wishes and dreams take center stage. Attention, fame, important. So whatever it is that you are stepping into, this is a big deal. I mean, I get we've had the gossip card come up, but everything is so positive and everything is very much about leveling up in every way, shape, and form. And it's time to stand up. And if the attention is on us as we're doing this, that's fine. And this is why you need to be aware of the fact that people will talk as you step into this new reality and these new roles. And that's okay. Let them talk. And I understand it's easy to, when you hear these things, you might have a ton of support where everybody's saying things that are really positive and great and wonderful. And then we hear one nasty or negative thing and we hyperfixate on that because we don't ever want to be disliked or have people think about us in a negative way. But the reality is it's just part of it. It's a way to be tested, and we have to focus on the positive. We have to focus on where we're going and leave all of that crap behind. And if you need to, I always talk about doing meditations and cutting cords while you're meditating. It's highly effective. Make sure you protect yourself after you've meditated in gold light. Gold is protection, so that you can move through life. And these people, if they're having some kind of feelings or focusing their energy on you in some kind of way, it can go back to them. That's their shit. It's got nothing to do with us, and we can just move forward from there. So I might. Ascension, you're shifting from one reality to a higher vibrational reality. Time to soar to new heights, thriving, increase, and take off. I mean, every single card that we've pulled, apart from the gossip, is essentially telling us the same thing. We are moving forward. We are leveling up. We are going through the portal. We are going through the gateway. And the only negative is there's going to be people that are upset as we step forward into that. And that's fine, because this is what happens when you step into new things. Okay, I was debating whether to pull one more of these cards and something jumped out. Joyful chapter. Take pride in your accomplishments, celebrate and enjoy your life. Fate is on your side. Happiness, fulfillment, and joy. And we have another portal. I mean, I think the message is very clear. So the second deck that I have is a new deck that I got this past week. This is Rebecca Campbell, the Ancient Stones Oracle. I always enjoy the way her cards are put together and the messaging and the artwork. And so I was kind of feeling this today when I woke up. So the first card is Be the Mountain, slow and steady, foundations and patience. So as you're stepping into this new chapter, as you're ascending, first of all, whenever it's a mountain, obviously there is an ascension process there. But this is about not necessarily moving too quickly. So know that what you're stepping into is a permanent state. This is where you're going to be for a while. So if it's not all happening and unfolding immediately, don't get frustrated, because you're building a strong foundation, because you're going to stand there proudly where everybody can see you. So just know that with all of these cards that are coming up, wide open, wish granted, between worlds, center stage, ascension, joyful chapter, all of that can be happening this week. We've got the astrology on our side with everything moving forward, but sometimes it's just the beginning. Like, this is where it all starts, and it's a perfect time to start this movement towards what we're working towards. But it doesn't mean it's all going to happen overnight. It doesn't mean that it's going to come to completion by the end of this week. So just know that you're building a foundation, and it's time to move. I don't necessarily want to say slow and steady. I know it says that on the card, but just move at a consistent pace, constantly putting one foot in front of the other and moving towards the ultimate goal. It's like climbing Everest. It has to be done in stages. You have to get up there. You get to base camp, which is 17,000 feet. And then there's all the different stages as you get up until you get to the death zone. And then that's the final summit. So just know that at the moment you're just beginning this journey, and be patient with yourself, be patient with the timing of the universe, because the universe never works at the rate that we want it to. Stone of Destiny, life path, ambition, passion, yes. So again, we're moving towards exactly where we're meant to be. We are moving towards our destiny. So if you are tuned in and you are taking advantage of these energies, you are exactly where you're meant to be. And that's the reminder, so that when you're getting frustrated, you remember exactly where you are and where you are going. The Guardian Stone, awakening, progress, initiation. So again, this journey that we're on, I don't know why the camera's doing this today. It's the beginning. Like, awakening is the very beginning of all of this. But if you have a look at who's looking over you, they're there helping us, guiding us as we move through this journey. So there will be progress. I feel like this is the beginning of a really powerful new chapter. I'm only going to pull one more card from here. I feel like the message is really clear this week. Pave your own way. Leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. So this is your reminder that the path that you're walking on, if somebody is telling you that you can't do it, or it's not possible, or it can't be done in that way, just remember that people said that to the people that created the paths that we walk upon today. So it's time for you to figure out what is right for you. Trust your vision, trust what your soul is telling you, because you're about to lead the way and show everybody exactly how it needs to be done. And that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be easy. This is such a positive and beautiful reading, and every word that I've said I stand by. But you have to remember that when you're on a journey like this and you're paving your own way, there may be roadblocks, there may be challenges, but this is where it forces you to reevaluate and figure out a different way, or maybe it makes you think, I need to just go about this in a slightly different manner to what I thought. And that's okay, because that's how you refine what you're doing. There have been roadblocks that I've faced that at the times I thought, this is it, this is the end. I'm not going to be able to create the career that I want. But really what those roadblocks were doing were making me focus on an area that I hadn't given enough thought to. And when I did, it made things clearer. It made the vision clearer. It made it better. It made it easier for me to navigate. So just know that you need to be courageous when you are forging a path. But the universe wouldn't be sending you on this journey if you couldn't do it. You chose to go on this journey long before you ever came to Earth. And this is what you came here to do. So trust it, trust the vision, trust that you have the support of the universe, because you do. Like I said, it's a perfect time astrologically to initiate everything that you want and what you want to create. You have the full support of the universe, which is super exciting. Okay, so we are finishing up with the Divine Masters. I just felt like they were sort of sitting there today going, yep, you need to know who's helping on this journey. And now with this reading, it makes complete sense why this was the deck that I wanted to finish with. And I think I'm going to pull two. So the first one is Jesus, acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. So the universe always gives back to you what you're putting out into the universe. Okay. So if you're going into things with the lack mentality, that's what you're getting back in exchange for that, because the universe sees you focusing on I don't have, so it's giving you it's giving you more of not having. When you have a disposition of gratitude, the universe keeps giving you things. And I told a story last week or the week before about a day where I was talking to someone and literally talking about how grateful I was about how booked I was with work. And I pulled up and there was $100 sitting in front of my car. Nobody around, just $100 sitting there. So know that when you are helping others, others will come and help you and give you what it is you need. Make sure you're coming from a place of gratitude. Keep it as positive as you can. And I understand that we're human and there are challenges that we face energetically, but always keep in mind that what you're putting out is what you're getting back. Okay. And the final card is Gaia, resilient spirit, earth connection, stay rooted in trust and faith. So confirmation of everything that I've said. I think Gaia came out the last time we used this deck. But as long as you stay connected to the universe, connected to and grounded and connected to your soul purpose for why you came here, you'll always have her support. So all in all, I feel like it's a fantastic week. It's certainly a great week to start on this new journey and new chapter. And I hope that whatever it is that is calling to your soul is something that you're able to at least begin the journey of and begin actioning, because I feel like it could be something really magical. So I wish you guys all the best. I don't even know what day the final day of February is, but I'll obviously get the monthly reading up before we click over into March. Don't forget, this Wednesday, Anne and I on Gemini Rising have Amanda Ellis joining us at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Obviously, if you're at work and you can't watch it live, the recording will be there, but we are so ridiculously excited to have Amanda coming on the show, and she'll be bringing through some pretty high profile people to join us on the show, which I kind of want to tell you who it is, but I can't. So just join us for that. I will see you next Monday for the weekly Oracle Wisdom. And Anne, thank you so much.